Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a sold-out Staples Center with an amped-up crowd here in Los Angeles, California, home of the Lakers. This is WWE Evolution. Well, I'm all for everything that Stephanie McMahon had to say, but folks, it's time for the opening contest of the evening with the first ever all-women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And what a way to kick things off here tonight, folks. Now with the man, Becky Lynch. Listen to the reception that Los Angeles is giving the man. My goodness me, it is absolutely electric in here, folks. We are jam-packed here tonight. There's not one open seat. It's like the opening season for the Lakers, man. Nobody is gonna miss it. If they got the opportunity, they're gonna get their tickets, and they're coming here to witness history. And speaking of history, will we see history written here tonight with Becky Lynch winning the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match? There's a whole lot of history that's going to be written here tonight. Becky Lynch, of course, qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match by defeating Mae Young on Monday Night Raw. She is really the only superstar that qualified for this, and that's all due to Vince McMahon. We'll get into that more later on tonight, folks. But this place is absolutely electric. I cannot get over the reaction that we're getting here tonight. But out next, folks, making her official WWE debut, former NXT superstar. She started her NXT career with a record-breaking 7-0. She is the strong S, the fast S. She is the EST of WWE. This is Bianca Belair. She has a very bright future here in the WWE. In the world of professional wrestling, she is a former track star. She's done it all, folks. She's really done it all. But one thing she has not done is win a championship. She came very close in NXT, but never quite got the job done. And well, here tonight is a golden ticket opportunity, quite literally, because in that briefcase, if you are unaware, is a Money in the Bank contract for a future world title opportunity. Imagine Bianca Belair wins. She goes on to become a world champion. Who is taking down the EST of WWE is my question to each and every single one of you at home. And hold up. Who is this? Oh my. Folks, give a warm welcome for Monday Night Raw's newest superstar. She calls herself the Corporate Diamond. This is Chelsea Green. My goodness me, there was 2 open slots in this match. One is going to be signed to Raw, and one is going to be signed to SmackDown. I'm being told right now in my headset, yes, it is true. Chelsea Green has signed a 2-year deal with the red brand of Monday Night Raw. What a get, what a signing for Raw. My goodness me. And what a way to debut at the first ever all-women's pay-per-view and the first ever all-women's Money in the Bank ladder match. My goodness me, folks. We're starting things off strong. And speaking of which, she is going to give Bianca Belair a run for her money when it comes to being the strongest. Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen of Spades, former NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Basler. She signed to SmackDown when her contract with NXT ran out. She dominated NXT. She looked to do the same on SmackDown, and well, she didn't exactly do that. She didn't exactly fulfill her plans, fulfill her hopes. She joined the Mae Young Classic. Yes, she won her opening contest against Bayley, who is now the NXT Women's Champion. Who's had a better upside from that? I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. But anyways, Shayna Basler would move on, and she would meet Io Shirai. And well, Io Shirai made Shayna Basler submit for the first time ever in Basler's career. And now, Io Shirai is in the Mae Young Classic right here tonight against Sasha Banks, but that's later on tonight, folks. Shayna Basler, she's going to put that all behind her. She's got a massive opportunity right here tonight to redeem herself. And coming out next, folks, she's another former Mae Young Classic participant. She's the She-Nom, former NXT, Raw, and SmackDown Women's Champion, looking to win yet another title for her illustrious career. This is Ember Moon. The crowd absolutely behind Ember here tonight, folks. Listen to it. Oh my. I cannot get enough of the reception that Los Angeles is showing everybody here tonight, folks. Ember Moon looking to redeem herself. She was, of course, a part of the Mae Young Classic. She would go on to defeat Peyton Royce, but lose to Sasha Banks. And I can't really, critique Ember Moon's time in the Mae Young Classic all too much due to the fact that she got, well, screwed over by Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, and The Miz brand. But a big opportunity, she's got to put that behind her whether she likes it or not. She's got to put her full focus right here tonight on this Money in the Bank ladder match. Oh, wait a second. Oh, my. Folks, I'm being told in my headset that just like Chelsea Green signing with Raw, Shotzi Blackheart has signed a 2-year deal with Friday Night SmackDown. Wait, what on God's green earth? I'm also being told in my headset that Shotzi Blackheart got permission from the man himself, Stone Cold Steve Austin, to use his buggy. What is going on? Well, Shotzi Blackheart rounding off this women's Money in the Bank ladder match, folks. Los Angeles is ready. I'm ready. Here we go. This match is officially underway. I still can't get over Shotzi Blackheart driving Stone Cold Steve Austin's ATV down to the ring. She's a part of SmackDown. Chelsea Green is now a part of Raw. Of course, Basler and Ember Moon a part of SmackDown, and Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair a part of Raw. My goodness me, folks, what a hot start here. In case you're unaware, I was so mesmerized by the ATV, I didn't mention that Shotzi Blackheart had a very short stint in NXT. Not many matches, but of course she spent a lot of time down at the Performance Center. She's honed her craft. She's very, very talented, and quite frankly, a little bit off the rocker. But that's okay. We have a lot of those, if you will. I mean, Nikki Cross, for one, down in NXT, is one off a rocker. Maybe even Ruby Riott off a rocker. And as of late, we've seen on SmackDown, Alexa Bliss off a rocker. But anyways, I proved my point. Let's get back into this one. First ever all-women's Money in the Bank ladder match is Shayna Basler going to dump Shotzi Blackheart to the outside like yesterday's garbage. You see the color-coded ladders here tonight for Evolution. Shotzi getting back to her feet. Plenty of action going down in the ring, but full focus on Shotzi Blackheart right now, folks. What is she thinking here? Looks like she's not done with Shayna Basler. She brings out a ladder here. The weapon of choice here tonight. I feel like that's going to be the case in this match. All ladders, of course. Oh, my goodness me. Shotzi Blackheart scaling to the top of the ladder. Shayna Basler only just now realizing it. Blackheart from the top. My goodness me. Throwing caution to the wind is Shotzi Blackheart. A little bit dangerous, but so is Ember Moon, the Meteora. From the top to the outside to the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. My goodness me, folks, we're officially underway. Welcome to Evolution. The women are just as good as the men, and quite frankly, they're better than a lot of the men's roster, if we're going to be very brutally honest. Ember Moon, absolutely incredible here. Full focus on Bianca Belair now as Becky Lynch going after Chelsea Green. She's back to her feet, and Shayna Basler, of course, down, and Shotzi Blackheart having her full focus on Basler. As Green and Lynch are going at it here. Big kick there from Becky. And oh my, big counter there. Counter for counter here between Chelsea Green and Becky Lynch. Over the top rope we go. Chelsea Green, oh my goodness me! Dumping Becky Lynch right into the ladder. My goodness. Talk about brutal. Chelsea Green is bringing the fight here to Becky Lynch, but the man still has a lot of gas left in the tank. How she's up to her feet just like that and has this much wherewithal after crashing and burning into the ladder is beyond me. But Becky Lynch is not like the rest. She is very different. And oh my goodness me! Becky Lynch dumping the corporate diamond Chelsea Green right onto the ladder. That's going to leave a mark in the morning, I'll tell you that much. But Shotzi Blackheart and Becky Lynch now. Oh my goodness me. Here's a match we all didn't know we wanted to see. Back and forth now, Becky Lynch and Shotzi Blackheart into the corner now. Becky Lynch turning around Shotzi here. And oh my goodness me, right up here, what a good camera angle. Big chops by the man Becky Lynch. And oh my goodness me! Shayna Basler out of nowhere with a steel chair, taking down Becky here. What a brutal contest. Basler gonna dump Becky to the outside, turning her attention now to Shotzi Blackheart. Uh-oh. Now Basler. Oh my. Manhandling Shotzi Blackheart here. She's going to go for the combo here with the gut-wrench suplexes to the newcomer. Shayna Basler is taking out her aggression and frustration out on Shotzi Blackheart after what Shotzi did to her just moments ago from the top of that ladder that you see in the background. Some big kicks here from Basler. And oh my goodness me, the German suplex there. Shades of Brock Lesnar, who probably has the best German suplex out there today. Uh-oh. Basler now with that steel chair again. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh. Another chair shot from Basler to Shotzi Blackheart. Brutalizing the NXT newcomer. And oh my goodness me. Big kick there. Back and forth now up here on the stage area between Bianca Belair and Ember Moon. Action all over the place, folks. It's going to be very difficult to try and keep up with every moment of this match. Uh-oh, Bianca Belair. Oh my goodness me, the KOD, the kiss of death to Ember Moon. And was that the kiss of death for Ember Moon's moments in this Money in the Bank ladder match as Bianca Belair turning her attention to the rest of the action as Shayna Basler setting up a ladder here. Oh my. Bridging it on our announce table and on the ring. And oh my goodness me, Shotzi Blackheart throwing caution to the wind, dumping to the outside onto Shayna Basler, literally out of nowhere. Becky Lynch to her feet here as Bianca Belair putting full focus on the man here. Oh my. Says amen. Meet the EST, and here we go. Becky Lynch and Belair going at it. Bianca Belair was scouting Becky Lynch just a couple weeks ago on Monday Night Raw. And these two are finally going to go at it. Meanwhile, Shayna Basler and Shotzi Blackheart going at it with that bridge ladder. I'm not liking the looks of this. Oh my goodness me. Oh my. Shayna Basler sending Shotzi Blackheart literally through the ladder. Meanwhile, Becky Lynch and Belair going at it. Action's going to be all over the place. We got to move, folks. We got to keep up with the pace. If not, we'll get left in the dust. These women are going at it, man. Giving it everything. And oh my. Taking down Becky Lynch is Bianca Belair. Shayna Basler setting up a ladder here. Hey, hold up, the lights. What is going on? What? Where is Shayna Basler? She just disappeared. What is going on? Meanwhile, Chelsea Green is looking to steal it here. Chelsea Green is going to steal it. She's got the Money in the Bank briefcase in hand. Becky Lynch now noticing it, turning her attention from Bianca Belair to Chelsea Green, and here we go. Oh my goodness, from the top! My goodness me! Chelsea Green with the bulldog to Becky Lynch from the top of the freaking ladder. And oh my goodness, dumping Becky Lynch to the outside like yesterday's garbage. Oh my goodness me, Chelsea Green meet Ember Moon out of nowhere. My goodness. Ember Moon was taken out minutes ago by Bianca Belair on this stage area, and Ember Moon is back in this one, dumping Chelsea Green to the outside. That might be it for Chelsea in this match. Ember Moon looking to take it. Is she going to be your first ever Money in the Bank winner for the women's division? But Becky Lynch, not if she has anything to say about it. The man trying to save this match for herself. You got to be very selfish in this one. Uh-oh. Ember catching her here. And now Ember Moon going to send Lynch into the corner. Turns her around here. What's Becky Lynch looking for? Excuse me, Ember Moon. Yep, big counter there by Becky Lynch. And now the man going to send Ember Moon to the outside here. Ember Moon's back to her feet, but where did Becky go? She's off the monitor. Oh my goodness, just like that. Back in the frame. And a big kick there to Ember Moon. What a singles match this would be. Becky Lynch, Ember Moon. First ever. How insane would that be? Becky Lynch, my goodness, the power here on display. Oh my! Leaving her out to dry, the power bomb on top of her announce table. Meanwhile, Bianca Belair has two ladders set up in the ring. Becky's back in this one. Becky gonna rush to the top here. Becky's gonna rush to the top, and now so is Bianca Belair. Here we go, folks. Things are breaking down. There's literally nobody else in this one but Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. Big count there from Belair. Oh my, head first off the ladder. Bianca Belair now. Oh my goodness! What? What did we just see? The powerbomb from the top of the ladder. Becky Lynch is down. Everyone else is down. Bianca Belair has done it. Bianca Belair is the first ever women's Money in the Bank winner. My goodness me, folks. What an ending. Look at this replay. Oh my. The neck and the back of Becky Lynch. She is broken. She is broken. But I'll tell you what's not broken. The bank account of Bianca Belair. What a payday. Not just in little money, but that contract right there. This crowd saying you deserve it, and I agree. Is ready to return, but folks, we turn our attention now to the NXT Women's Championship match. The champion Bayley puts it all on the line against NXT's resident rock star in Toni Storm. And coming out first, folks, the challenger, Toni Storm. fan favorite for sure.
It's Tony time.
And here we go, folks. New theme song and everything. She is ready for Bayley. What a start to Evolution, everyone. I mean, absolute insanity. First ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match is won by the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. This pay-per-view has been nothing short than of amazing thus far, and I'm sure it is going to continue here for this NXT Women's Championship match. Former champion Toni Storm looking to regain her title that she lost to the current champion, Bayley. And here we go, folks. She is the current reigning, defending NXT Women's Champion. She is one of the original 4 horsewomen in Bayley. Multi-time NXT Women's Champion, former Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion. She was a part of the first ever Mae Young Classic tournament. She got knocked out first round by Shayna Basler, but that was the old Bayley. After that, she announced that her contract with SmackDown was coming to an end. She would not be re-signing. Instead, she's going to go home to NXT, but with a new attitude. And well, this new attitude has done nothing more than, well, brought her success. Nothing more, nothing less than of success. I mean, Bayley has just been on a roll. I think she's lost maybe 1 or 2 matches. And that's the thing. I'm saying I think because it doesn't matter. Because all she's done really 98% of the time is win, and win. And it's brought her championship gold in the process. But up next, folks, Toni Storm, Bayley, NXT Women's title on the line. Of course, the challenger in this one, NXT's resident rock star, Toni Storm. Of course, the first ever women's professional referee for the WWE, Jessica Carr, showing it to Toni, showing it to Bayley. And that right there is what they're fighting for. All the marbles up for grabs in this one. All right, folks, let's do it. It's now officially official. There's no going back on this one. Toni Storm, Bayley, NXT Women's Championship on the line. Starting things off back and forth between these two. Counter for counter. You love to see it. Now collar and elbow type here. Headlock applied by Toni Storm and taking down the champion. Storm looking to regain that title. Of course, she lost it to Bayley when Bayley returned to NXT. These two are constantly going at it, neck and neck, very evenly matched. Like we mentioned on the match card overview, this really is the war to end all wars. And a big clothesline there by Bayley. Very powerful is Bayley, but so is Toni Storm. It says in the intro that Toni Storm is a workhorse. She absolutely is. Bayley, attitude, she absolutely has it. Very parallel here in this one between Toni Storm and Bayley. Big strikes here from Storm. Toni Storm now. Big knees to the upper back. And oh my. Reverse DDT there by Toni Storm. Absolutely incredible night it has been thus far. This one continuing for our first legitimate championship contest. And oh my. First of 3 title matches here tonight. Of course, the SmackDown and Raw women's titles will be up for grabs later on this evening. And of course, we have the Mae Young Classic Finals that is actually for the SmackDown Women's title, and paying it forward there. A little bit of payback for Toni Storm with a clothesline of her own to Bayley, kicking the dust on the champion. Now Toni Storm, and oh my, leaving her out to dry there. Right off the ring ropes. Storm now going middle rope here. Eyeing up her competition. Waiting for Bayley to get to her feet, and a missile drop kick. My goodness me. Knocking Bayley into next week. Toni Storm staying on it. That's what you want to do. And a big suplex there from the challenger. Storm bringing Bayley back to her feet. An Irish whip now into the corner. This audience is loving every second of it. counter there by Bayley, looking for a big form strike, and oh my, this time dropping Toni Storm. You can tell the fatigue is starting to creep in. It's starting to settle in. And oh my, big strike there by Bayley. Uh-oh, this ain't gonna end well for either one. Oh my goodness me, I was wrong. It just ended badly solely for Toni Storm. Bayley is on top of her game here tonight, folks. There's no doubt about it. We're at 2 here. Oh my, right to the barricade. Bayley's gonna exercise that 10 count. In NXT, she's used to a 20 count. If you're unfamiliar with NXT, check it out. Only on twitch.tv/OfficialJRJ. As I was saying, though, there's a 20 count on NXT to really differentiate itself from Raw and SmackDown, and to provide the greatest contest, to really give a lot of freedom, a lot of room here. Is Bayley, just the disrespect, repeatedly slamming Storm head first into the canvas. She's really having a break in between each one to exercise the referee's rules. She's playing it very smart, very brilliant game plan going into this one for Bayley. It's not the first time that these two have locked horns. They know all too well about one another. Toni Storm has been holding the fort down in NXT for ages now. Bayley did it way back in the day, and a big boot just like that from Toni Storm. So it's kind of like new era versus old era, but Bayley's kind of new era again on NXT. It's very interesting. A whole lot of interesting dynamics are played into this match. But this is the final time that these two will ever fight one-on-one on NXT. As long as these two are on the same brand, they're not going at it. Uh-oh. And here we go, the Toni train heating up. Toni Storm now. And oh my, big boot kick there to Bayley. Storm now. And oh my. Toni Storm has all the advantage in this one right now, folks. She's got the upper hand on the offensive end. Storm now with Bayley perhaps where she wants her, sending her into the turnbuckle yet again. Oh, counter there by the champion. Oh my, you heard that one, and you heard that one most definitely. Big chops there from Bayley. As now Bayley, here we go. Oh my, vintage Bayley. The exploder suplex into the corner. Here we go, shoot snap, one, and no. A kick out of that one by Toni Storm. Headlock applied now from Bayley to Storm. Big strike there. Toni Storm trying to fight her way out of it. Here we go, and Bayley, big clothesline, sending Toni Storm to the outside like yesterday's garbage. Bayley gonna go to the outside. Jessica Carr already starting the count at 1. We're at 2 here. Bayley, oh my, Storm ducking it and delivering a clothesline of her own there. Bringing Bayley to her feet, and oh my, big strikes from Storm. Gonna send Bayley into the ring now, and here we go. Breaking the count at 4. Oh my, right hand there by Toni Storm, here we go, and up and over, but no, Bayley lands on her feet. Such an incredible athlete is Bayley. Oh, Bayley doesn't want any of it. Playing a bit of mind games here with the challenger, Toni Storm. Toni Storm gonna hold the fort down in the ring. She's drawing the battle line. She says, bring it. Is Bayley gonna do it, though? Storm is blocking her. Blocking Bayley's way into the ring. You're gonna have to stand up to her eventually, but Bayley playing a game of tag here. Oh, my goodness me. And well, it plays to the advantage of Bayley. Just like that, she's back on top on the offensive end of the board. My goodness me, very sneaky, very conniving is Bayley. Oh my goodness me, a slap there. The disrespect shown to Toni Storm. This new attitude, like I've noted on earlier, folks, is really paying dividends for Bayley. Nothing but success for the most part. Oh, another slap there, rocking Toni Storm. Here we go. And oh, big counter, dropping her down into a bulldog. Now Toni Storm gonna bring Bayley back to her feet, looking to take advantage of it. That's what you're gonna want to do. Big chop there from Toni Storm to Bayley. As now Toni Storm gonna muscle Bayley up to the top now. Toni Storm has Bayley perhaps where she wants her. Toni Storm's feeling just a little bit dangerous in this one, folks. Looking perhaps for a superplex from the top. Has Bayley. Oh, what is this? But Bayley, a big knee there. Stunning Toni Storm. Toni Storm is rocked. She's on loopy lane here, and oh my goodness me. Big forearm strike from Toni Storm. Storm's gonna keep coming at her, but oh, Bayley with the big shoulder block there, and oh my goodness me, what? Driving Toni Storm face first into the ring apron. If Toni Storm wasn't on loopy lane before, she most certainly is now. She has no idea what has hit her, and Bayley gonna take advantage here, pulling on the hair of Storm, turns her around. Oh my goodness me. Shades of her friend Hideo Itami, 2 and 3. And that, folks, is going to do it. With an adopted move from Hideo Itami, Bayley puts away Toni Storm. My goodness me, folks, what a brutal ending. We're going to watch how this one went down, how it all started from good to, well, just quite frankly bad for Toni Storm. Right there, that knee on the dome of Toni Storm rocked her. She still had just a bit of wherewithal going at Bayley, but Bayley meets her with a big forearm strike. She waits it out. She pulls in her bray, and just like that, look at this in slow motion. Oh my goodness me, face first off the ring apron. The apron, never seen anything like it. But that's what Bayley's all about. Always has something new up her sleeve, and right there, this was the final nail in the coffin. Bam! Right there. That's all she wrote. Of course, your winner in this one, and still NXT Women's Champion, Bayley. What an impressive win, but hold up. Oh my! Former NXT Women's Champion, Raw Women's Champion, and SmackDown Women's Champion, current NXT Superstar Charlotte Flair, the Queen, wants her title back. Oh my goodness me! You've got to be kidding me! That's the diamond of professional wrestling, Tessa Blanchard. Oh, what? Tessa Blanchard saying that she's here full time now. We saw these two have a stare down way back at the 2020 WWE Draft. They had one match at NXT TakeOver. But now Tessa Blanchard's here full time, but Bayley, she wants the spotlight back on herself, saying, play my stinking music. My goodness me, what are we seeing here? Bayley wins. Charlotte Flair wants a title opportunity. Tessa Blanchard's now here full time. You have got to be kidding me. My goodness me, what a night Evolution has been thus far. There's Rhea Ripley and legendary Beth Phoenix. Of course, Rhea Ripley will be involved with Ronda Rousey later tonight in the main event for the Raw Women's Championship. Oh my. Rhea Ripley interrupting Beth Phoenix. She says, luck, that's not real, but skill very much is real. The disrespect. Oh my. That is a low blow shot. Absolute disrespect on display from Rhea Ripley. You have got to be kidding me. Where is this attitude coming from? From the nightmare Rhea Ripley. My goodness me, folks, but it's now time to turn our attention to the Mae Young Classic Finals. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line. The vacant SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line as the boss, Sasha Banks, battles Io Shirai. Both women have battled their way into the finals. Let's do this. A chorus of boos for Sasha Banks in this one. My goodness me, folks. And here she comes. The boss and member of the Miz brand. She signed a big money deal to be a part of the Miz brand to really help elevate her career to that next level. She was kind of, well, left on the back burner for so long after being, in what she says, goody two-shoes. She says that had to change, that had to go out the window. I'm now all about the money. I'm all about the dollar, and I'm all about the gold. And here tonight, folks, she has an opportunity for championship gold. She made her way to the Mae Young Classic Finals by defeating Caitlyn and Ember Moon, albeit in, well, not the best fashion. Very, very questionable wins for Sasha Banks, but at the end of the day, unfortunately, that does not matter. She's here tonight, and she's fighting for a title. And here we go, folks. Her opponent, she is the genius of the sky, Shirai. A legend of Japan, a legend of stardom. Shirai's been all around the world. She spent a good amount of time down in NXT, some big wins, including over the woman we just saw moments ago, Charlotte Flair. But, folks, she has not won a championship title within the WWE. That's one thing she's never been able to do. And here tonight, she's looking to change that. She's looking to put her name in the history books by becoming the first ever Mae Young Classic winner and by becoming the brand new SmackDown Women's Champion. Of course, the former SmackDown Women's Champion Nikki Cross was taken out due to injury by Shayna Basler months and months ago. She never returned in time before the WWE draft. She was drafted NXT and she was forced to vacate that SmackDown Women's title. And all this time we've been building up to the finals of the Mae Young Classic, folks. Sasha Banks, Shirai one-on-one. It is now officially official. Let's do it. At the end of the day, I don't know if we could have gotten a better finals. Regardless of how Sasha Banks carries herself, she really is one of the best in the world, and so is Shirai. Collar and elbow tie-up here. All for the right to become the first ever Mae Young Classic winner and the brand new SmackDown Women's Champion. We are guaranteed a brand new champion here tonight, folks. As Jessica Carr looks on once again. Collar and elbow tie-up between Shirai and Sasha Banks. The actions of Sasha Banks were so disrespectful, so bad with the Miz brand aiding her, and of course this, I guess you could say, partnership between her and Nia Jax, so disrespectful. They got under the skin of our Mae Young Classic commentator, the voice of the Mae Young Classic, ProJaked. He didn't want to call it. He didn't want to call the finals of the Mae Young Classic. He says, I'm tired of seeing the actions on display by Sasha Banks. His pick to win this whole thing was Ember Moon. And well, we saw what happened with Sasha Banks and Ember Moon. Very disrespectful, very disgusting actions. So disgusting, like I said, that he didn't want to call the finals. I don't blame him. I do not blame him for not wanting to call the finals. He says, it's just going to end the same. We've seen the same stuff with Sasha Banks all tournament long. He's rooting for Shirai, but at the end of the day, he doesn't have faith in Shirai to overcome the odds that is Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, and the Miz brand. But back into this one, folks, the moonsault from Shirai. I almost have to disagree in a way, though, because if anybody can overcome the odds, it is Shirai. She's overcome the odds all her life. Here we go. My goodness me, the legendary Dragon Suplex. Seen that, of course, a lot from the likes of Hiroshi Tanahashi. You might have heard of that one. A legend of New Japan professional wrestling. Shirai has Sasha Banks perhaps where she wants her here. And a breakout there from Banks to Shirai. And oh my. Big forearm strikes here to Shirai. Some big chops now. And now choking her with the boot to the throat here of the genius of the sky. Neutralizing Shirai in this one is Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks now eyeing up Shirai, the meteor in the corner. My goodness me, the disrespect. That's, of course, a move out of the playbook of Shirai, but I guess it now is in the playbook of Sasha Banks. Here we go, paying homage to late, great Eddie Guerrero. 1, 2, and no! Kick out at 2 by Shirai. Sasha Banks has the offensive game in her advantage right now. She's leading across the board in this one. Irish up now to Shirai, but Shirai gets out of harm's way. Here we go. Io Shirai. Sasha Banks turns around, and no, my goodness me, the pop-up drop kick. So very impressive, so innovative is Io Shirai. No, my goodness me, and that's how you do it, says Io Shirai, the running Meteora. Sasha Banks is down. Shirai to the top. Here we go, folks. Shirai looking for it early. Can she connect? Turns around into the moonsault, but Sasha Banks gets out of the way in the nick of time. Io Shirai trying to collect herself, and a big drop kick from the boss. Once again, Shirai trying to get back up, and here we go. Sasha Banks, the Meteora. Locks the legs. Here we go. One, and no, a kick out at one by Io Shirai. Bringing Shirai back to her feet here. Sasha Banks now, the Irish Whip in the corner. And oh my, once again, the knife edge chops by Sasha Banks. Big kick, here we go, off the ropes. And oh my goodness me, taking down Shirai. Say what you want about Sasha Banks, you cannot discredit her in the ring, man. One of the best in the world, no doubt about it, and that's including men and women's professional wrestling. She has Shirai all locked up here. Shirai trying to fight her way out. Can she do it? And it looks like she's going to do just that. Here we go. Taking down Sasha Banks there. Io Shirai now. Here we go. Oh my, the big slap there. Rocking Sasha Banks. Yet another slap. My goodness me. Another slap. Sasha Banks has rocked the Dragon Suplex yet again. Here we go. 1, 2. And no. A kick out there by Sasha Banks. Banks hanging in there. Barely. But barely is enough in this one. Some more slaps on display here by Io Shirai. Has Sasha Banks rocked in the corner. Some big kicks now. Shirai now, here we go. Luring her into a big kick. Rocking the boss. And yet again the pop-up drop kick to Sasha Banks. Bringing Banks back to her feet. And oh my. Io Shirai, the running kick. Down goes Banks. Io Shirai now has Banks right where she wants her, screaming in her face here. Io Shirai, oh my goodness, from the top, the springboard moonsault. Literally from the top of the freaking ropes. How impressive is Io Shirai? Shirai now with Sasha Banks on the ropes. Here we go. Io Shirai, big kick there. Gonna send Sasha Banks to the outside, and oh my goodness me, the Hurricane Rana. Down goes Sasha Banks. Io Shirai is on top of her game right now. This crowd is eating it up. Los Angeles, you are in for a treat here. What a night of action it has been thus far for the first ever all-women's pay-per-view Evolution. Shirai says bring it. Sasha Banks, surprisingly, is not backing down here. She says bring it as well, and here we go back in this one. Big chop now from Shirai. Strike there from Sasha Banks. Now another chop from Shirai. Back and forth, folks. You love to see it. Oh my goodness me. Tell you what, Sasha Banks doesn't love to see that or feel that. Collar elbow tie it. Breaking it up though is Shirai. Another chop, and oh my, counter for counter. The chop battle here, you love to see it, folks. These two are so evenly matched off the ropes, and now Sasha Banks, but oh, locking horns there. Shirai got to shove Banks right off of her, looking for the slap. Banks wasn't having any of it. Gonna send Shirai into the corner. Here we go. Sasha Banks, big slap. Has Io Shirai perched on the top now. Vintage Banks here. Vintage Sasha Banks from the top. And oh my, driving the knees right into the rib cage of Io Shirai. Sasha Banks now got to go middle rope. Sasha Banks, the frog splash yet again. Can she do it? Hooks the half. 1, 2, and no, a kick out at 2 by Io Shirai. Man, oh man, what a contest. All for the rights to be called the first ever Mae Young Classic winner. And of course, the brand new SmackDown Women's Champion. Fireman's carry there by Io Shirai. She still has plenty of gas left in the tank. More slaps on display here to Sasha Banks. And a shot, but a counter there by Sasha Banks. Taking her down is Shirai here. And oh my goodness me, yet another slap. Sasha Banks turns around. Get right in the face of Shirai. Shirai not having any of it. Here we go. Sending her over the top rope is Io Shirai. Shirai now big strike. Has Sasha Banks on the middle rope. And oh my goodness me, what is this? The innovation on display. The Venus flytrap here in the ropes. And now Io Shirai, a big boot there. Sending Sasha Banks to the outside. What is Io Shirai looking for here now? Oh my goodness me, the moonsaults. She just might have the best moonsaults in the world of professional wrestling today. I think Los Angeles would agree with me. They are on their feet. They have come unglued for this one. But how could they not? Back in the ring we go now. Io Shirai gonna roll back in. Shirai now locking up Banks here. She's got the arm and pushing on the face. A variation almost like a cross face, but more pressure to the arm. And Sasha Banks is gonna look to break her way out. Some big knees and oh my, big strike there to the face of Shirai. And now Sasha Banks now the guillotine choke here. The guillotine choke to Io Shirai. She doesn't quite have it though. She's losing grip. She's trying to keep grip. And just like that, Io Shirai gonna break her way out. Oh my goodness me. Impressive breakout there from Io Shirai. And just like we saw in this match, locking eyes, but Shirai not gonna waste any time. Here we go, Shirai, now that's the very move that put away Shayna Basler. Is it gonna put away Sasha Banks here? The Koji clutch is locked in tight. Can the boss escape, or will she submit? Are we on the verge of having the first ever Mae Young Classic winner and a brand new SmackDown Women's Champion and the Genius of the Sky? But Sasha Banks is going to break her way out. A massive elbow there to the skull of Shirai. A big chop now, bringing Shirai back to her feet. And oh my, forearm strike there from the boss, Sasha Banks. And oh my goodness me, the Shining Wizard. Io Shirai is down and out. Sasha Banks knows it. And she's going to take full-on advantage here. And oh my, working on the legs of Shirai. That's going to be very helpful for later on this match if Shirai was to try and go to the top. If Shirai even gets that opportunity, then oh my goodness. Once again, working on the legs of Shirai is Sasha Banks. And just like that, now Sasha Banks going to muscle up Shirai. Here we go. And oh my. Into the seated suplex. Sasha Banks now, and oh my goodness. Slamming Shirai face first into the ring mat, like her best friend Bayley was doing to Toni Storm earlier on tonight. Of course, Bayley defeating Toni Storm to retain her NXT Women's Championship title. As now Sasha Banks gonna go right back to the legs here. And oh my goodness. She is trying to really break the legs of Io Shirai. I don't know how else to word it, but my goodness me, I would assume to lead right into this. She's got her bridged. She's got Io Shirai bridged here, looking to make Io Shirai submit. Is Shirai on the verge of submitting to the boss, Sasha Banks? Shirai is undefeated ever since coming to SmackDown Live. No, Shirai breaks free. Io Shirai not going to lose just yet anyways. Big kick there, dropping Sasha Banks is now. Io Shirai turns it around. Io Shirai turns it around into the cloverleaf. Shades of legendary Hiroshi Tanahashi, who we noted on earlier in this match. She's got the cloverleaf locked in. Sasha Banks has nowhere to go. Can she break her way out? Is Sasha Banks on the verge of submitting to Shirai? But no, Sasha Banks breaks free into the drop kick. My goodness. These two are giving it their all, leaving it all out there on the line. It's all or nothing. It's go big or go home, and you better go big. There's a lot on the line, folks. The Mae Young Classic trophy, and of course, the SmackDown Women's Championship title. Io Shirai, oh my goodness me. She's been using those ropes to her advantage all match long. Bringing Sasha Banks back to her feet here. Io Shirai, big chop there. Nope, looking for another one, but Sasha Banks not having any of it. Big counter there. Forearm strike now from the boss. Blocking Io Shirai. But nope, Shirai fighting her way back. Counter for counter. It's all breaking down here, folks. It is all breaking down. Who is going to be the first ever Mae Young Classic winner? Who is going to walk out SmackDown Women's Champion? Shirai, Sasha Banks. So evenly matched here, folks. So evenly matched. Oh, 5 minutes carry there by Shirai to Sasha Banks. And a counter by Sasha Banks. And just like that, going to go underneath the bottom rope to the outside. Sasha Banks... she's just waiting her time, taking a bit of a breather, I guess, but Shirai wants her back in the ring. Shirai wants Sasha Banks back in the ring, and hold on. No, come on, not like this. Not like this, oh, come on. Yet again, Nia Jackson, no, are you kidding me? Come on, not like this. That's Maurice of the Miz brand and Nia Jax, who's been aiding Sasha Banks over the last few weeks, but Shirai from the top, and Sasha Banks gets to the outside. Nia Jax catches her, but Jessica Carr didn't see it. Jessica Carr did not see it. Oh, come on. You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. I'm with every single person in the Staples Center. This is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Come on. You've got to be kidding me. We've got to put our hope in Io Shirai. This is it, folks. This is it. Come on, Shirai. Break free. Break free. Overcome the odds. Oh, come on. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting it. Oh my goodness. Gotta be kidding me. Never ends. It never ends. It absolutely never ends. Can't stand it, folks. Can't stand it. At the end of the day, Sasha Banks is the winner of the first ever Mae Young Classic and your brand new SmackDown Women's Champion. Throwing away the legacy of someone like Mae Young. Disgusting. That's the only word I got for it, is disgusting. I'm so over it, folks. I am so over it. I am over the Miz brand, I'm over Nia Jax, and I am over Sasha Banks. I really am. She has done this all tournament long, folks. She did it to Caitlyn. She did it to Ember Moon, and now to Io Shirai here tonight at Evolution. It is really unfortunate. It really is. Someone with the talent that Sasha Banks has to have this woman, Nia Jax, and has to have the Miz brand on her side to win matches. It just doesn't make sense. It really does not make sense at all. Sasha Banks has more talent in her right thumb than most people. Oh no. What is going on? What on God's green earth? I have no idea what we just saw. But folks, trying to move on from that, Renee Young with an interview with the first ever Miss Money in the Bank, Bianca Belair. Well, you should feel like money. The EST in the bank. I like it. Hey, hold up. Oh my. Well, there's a face we haven't seen in a long time. That's Naomi. She's a former Raw Women's Champion. Oh wow. You can tell Naomi is not happy about sitting in the back for so long, not doing anything, while someone like Bianca Belair comes to Monday Night Raw and immediately is put on a pay-per-view like Evolution. I mean, Naomi's not even on the card. But folks, we have breaking news. That is right. Despite what we just saw with Alexa Bliss at SummerSlam, it has just been locked in. SmackDown General Manager The Rock has confirmed AJ Lee as Sasha Banks' opponent. The first challenge for Sasha Banks and the SmackDown Women's title comes in the form of AJ Lee at SummerSlam. I am so excited for that. And Chelsea Green, who was part of the Money in the Bank ladder match, has a briefcase. What is that all about? She didn't win the match, that's for sure. Oh, she wants Mickie James to mentor her. And welcome back, Mickie James. We haven't seen her in a long time. A lot of new faces showing up for Evolution. A lot of old and new faces, rather. Oh, man. She's not really keen on the idea of mentoring someone. And just like me, and I'm sure just like you guys, curious about what's in that briefcase. Hey, what? What's Chelsea Green talking about? Okay. Anyways, despite Chelsea Green thinking she has a Money in the Bank contract, Mickie James has agreed to mentor the quote-unquote biggest Mickie James fan ever in Chelsea Green. It's happening. Oh, some more old faces here. The Bella Twins. Oh, man. The Iconics, of course. I don't think you could really have it any other way. Iconics meet the Bella Twins. And classic Peyton Royce and Billie Kay with a mockery to Nikki Bella and Brie Bella. Oh my goodness me. Quite the burn, if you will, from Nikki Bella to Peyton Royce and especially to Billie Kay. My goodness me. Classic Bella Twins calling the Iconics losers here tonight as they go on to their private area to finish watching Evolution. My goodness. But folks, big shout out to Soul Desire with the official WWE Evolution theme song from The Flames. You can catch it on iTunes and on Spotify. An absolute great tune, very fitting for the first ever all-women's pay-per-view here in Evolution. What a night it has been tonight, folks. For Evolution, the stars are really out in this one. At ringside to watch this is legendary Trish Stratus and Lita. Legends of the business, and hold the phone. That is Thunder Rosa and former women's champion Paige. Thunder Rosa, what is she doing here? But folks, it is time for your main event here tonight. The Raw Women's Championship is on the line. A last woman standing match, the first ever last woman standing match. Ronda Rousey defends against the challenger, Rhea Ripley. It's been months in the making, and finally, it all comes to a head here in Los Angeles. Well, all right, folks, it is time for your main event. It is time for the big money match of the evening. It's time to get this show on the road. She is, of course, the challenger in this one. The Nightmare, Rhea Ripley. Former NXT superstar, she was handpicked by Stephanie McMahon herself to get this opportunity. Ronda Rousey for months was tired of the women's division being put on the back burner. Ronda Rousey didn't sign to the WWE from the UFC to, well, just be on the back burner. She signed to be in the main events, to make history. She pushed for something like this, and finally, well, the buttons of Stephanie McMahon and the management were pushed far enough for this to happen. Rhea Ripley is, well, the answer that Stephanie McMahon has for Ronda Rousey. The answer and the request that Ronda Rousey had. She wanted a big opportunity. Well, she's going to get that just here tonight. And here she comes, the woman of the hour. She is the baddest woman on the planet. Current Raw Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey. Rousey, of course, dethroned Asuka at WrestleMania for that Raw Women's Championship title. Ronda Rousey was final two in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match. Of course, she got eliminated by Nikki Cross. Ronda Rousey knows what it takes to make history. She's done it all her career. Well, here tonight, she goes up against a newcomer in Rhea Ripley. I mean, honestly, in some ways, it'd be almost embarrassing for Ronda Rousey to lose to a newcomer. But Rhea Ripley is as serious as she gets. She's in the main event of Evolution for a reason, folks. Big fight feel in this one, folks. Big fight feel. It does not get any bigger than this. Rhea Ripley, Rowdy Ronda Rousey, Raw Women's Championship title on the line. We're here at our announce table, ready for Evolution. Myself and, of course, foreign commentators in Matthew Page and Jesse Beaton. We're ready for this, folks. We are ready for this. All the marbles are up for grabs in this one. Raw Women's Championship on the line. Let's do it. It is now officially official. It does not get any bigger than this, folks. There's no going back in this one. There's absolutely no going back. It is underway. Whatever happens, happens in this first ever last woman standing match. We go from this is awesome chance to chance for Ronda Rousey. It's mixed reactions. There's half split for Rhea Ripley, half split for Ronda Rousey. And here we go, Rousey taking down Rhea Ripley. Ripley started this one off strong. And now the momentum is shifting into the favor of Ronda Rousey. We're just moments into this one. Oh my. Big strikes here, counter though by Rhea Ripley. Big kick there from the Nightmare. Teeing off on each other are Ripley and Rousey. And oh my goodness me. Can we argue? Can we argue that Rhea Ripley has the power advantage? I mean, look at the muscle. She's been training. She's been waiting for this opportunity. I mean, Rhea Ripley is no rookie. Oh my, big counter there by Ronda Rousey. As I was saying though, Rhea Ripley is no rookie to professional wrestling and dumping her to the outside like yesterday's garbage is Ronda Rousey. Again though, Rhea Ripley is no rookie to professional wrestling. In fact, Rhea Ripley has been doing this longer than Ronda Rousey. It's just the fact that Rhea Ripley's name wasn't as big as Ronda Rousey's to get to the point in WWE as soon as Ronda Rousey did. So this is really the big break for Rhea Ripley. Will she make it count? Can she dethrone Ronda Rousey, who's been on a historic run with that Raw Women's Championship title? An absolutely historic run, and oh my. Right off the barricade goes Rhea Ripley all over the place. Ronda Rousey really showing some dominance here to the Nightmare. Keep in mind, our official Jessica Carr is going to be doing a 10 count or attempt to do a 10 count just about every time someone's shoulders or not even just shoulders, but just someone is down on the floor. That's all that matters for a 10 count. And into the crowd area goes Rhea Ripley. Rousey's antagonizing her. She's taunting her. She says, "Bring it." And of course, Rhea Ripley is not going to back down. Back here at ringside, Ronda says, "Bring it on." Ripley screaming in the face of Ronda Rousey, and here we go, and taking her down yet again is Rhea Ripley. This is going to be nothing short than of a brutal main event. Absolutely no doubt about that. Oh my. Rhea Ripley, oh my. Sending Rousey spine first into our barricade. Back in the ring we go now. Ronda Rousey is down. Rhea Ripley. Oh my, big kick there to the sternum of Rousey. Of course, Ronda Rousey, a legend of the UFC. And now quickly becoming such here in the WWE. Oh my! Manhandling Ronda Rousey. It's Rhea Ripley, or should we say woman handling for that matter. This is all about women's professional wrestling. And quite frankly, Rhea Ripley is probably tougher than, I'd say, good 75-80% of the men's roster. And dropping Ronda Rousey's spine first into her knee. Ronda Rousey showing dominance here Rhea Ripley showing dominance here to Ronda Rousey. But I guess you could say, Ronda Rousey is showing dominance to Rhea Ripley. Just right now, it's in favor of Ripley. Bringing Rousey back to her feet here. And oh my, big elbow there from Ripley to Rousey. Kick there now from Rousey to Ripley. Back and forth, counter for counter. You love to see it. Very evenly matched thus far in this one. I mean, think about this. And just really break it down, folks. Think about the bigger picture in this one. Ronda Rousey, legend of UFC, which we've noted on. She's been on a historic run as Raw Women's Champion. She's pushed for Evolution. Ronda Rousey is at the front and center of this pay-per-view. She pushed for it. She got it. She's gotten all these women into a big spotlight. She's really, yes, about herself in a lot of ways, but at the same time, she wants to elevate everyone around her, because when she does that, it makes her look good. But again, the bigger picture here is a legend like Ronda Rousey up against a newcomer like Rhea Ripley. In a lot of ways, it's David versus Goliath, even though Ripley towers over Ronda Rousey. But yeah, it really is a lot of interesting dynamics played into this one. And oh my goodness me. But again, like I said, Rhea Ripley has been doing this a lot longer than Ronda Rousey when it comes to professional wrestling. But the style of Ronda Rousey that she incorporates into her wrestling style is something she's been doing for years and years and years. She calls herself the baddest woman on the planet for a reason. Not able to quite get that 10 count though. She's going to look to try again, I would assume. Right in the face of Jessica Carr here. But just like that, I think she's more so taunting Jessica Carr, saying, hey, I do it on my time. I will go for that 10 count when I want to. I will allow you to count when I want you to count. Uh-oh, Ronda Rousey. Oh my goodness me, the strength of Rousey. Here we go. Goodness me, folks. The power of Rousey, absolutely incredible. And a scoop slam there to Rhea Ripley, gonna bring Ripley back to her feet. And Rousey yet again dropping her with another scoop slam. Bringing her back to her feet. And Rhea Ripley, the trifecta. And Jessica Carr once again gonna make the count. Is Ronda Rousey gonna allow her though? And it does not appear so. Once again, breaking the count is Ronda Rousey. If you are just now tuning in, folks, we welcome you to the first ever all-women's pay-per-view. This is the main event for the Raw Women's Championship title. First ever, last woman standing match. Rhea Ripley and Ronda Rousey. Taking her down is Rousey. We've had such a historic night of action here tonight. Bianca Belair becoming the first ever Miss Money in the Bank winner. Of course, Bayley successfully defending the NXT Women's title against Toni Storm. We saw Charlotte Flair look to challenge Bayley. And a big kick there from, or knee rather, to Ronda Rousey. And now the Fury of punches here from Ripley to Rousey. But as I was saying, we saw Charlotte Flair show up, and then the arrival of Tessa Blanchard, who's been in WWE before, but on more like a handshake deal. She's here full-time now, of course, a part of NXT. You can catch NXT only on twitch.tv/officialjrj. And of course, we also saw Sasha Banks in disgusting action become the first ever winner of the Mae Young Classic tournament and the brand new SmackDown Women's Champion. And now, of course, that leads us into our main event. Now, Rhea Ripley has Ronda Rousey perhaps where she wants her. Gonna send Rousey right into our announce table here. And oh my! For the longest of time, myself and my colleagues have been elsewhere. We haven't been at ringside for, well, our safety in a lot of ways. But now, due to a lot of different things changing within the company, we're here at ringside to get really right up close. We don't miss a second of the action. We've got our monitors, yes, but now we're literally front row, front seat here. And thus far it has been good as long as nobody gets our hands on us. Of course, on a big clothesline. We've got a table in the ring. And right here at ringside, Rhea Ripley has Ronda Rousey up on her shoulders, powerbomb position. Oh my goodness me, we saw this earlier in the night from Becky Lynch to Ember Moon in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And now, Ronda Rousey getting draped right across our announce table here. We'll have to excuse the mistakes, the botches on commentary. This match is absolutely incredible. It's all over the place. It's back and forth. Everything you would want from a main event, folks. The Raw Women's Championship is on the line. This is our marquee match. This is our money match. This is why the women are having their very own pay-per-view. This is why they're getting that spotlight. It's not because they've been shoved underneath someone's thumb and just now someone is realizing it. No. They have been fighting and fighting and fighting, proving that they can hang with the best, that they can be better than the men for years now, folks. They have earned this opportunity. Nothing is deserved, but everything is earned, and they've most certainly earned it here. Is Ronda Rousey looking to reconstruct the ringside area, folks? I may be eating my words here. As I was saying, we were safe up until now. This is a last woman standing match after all. They're going to do whatever they have to do to put their opponent down for the 10 count. You can't win by pinfall or submission. The only way to win is to incapacitate your opponent enough for the 10 count. Big strikes here, and no. Big counter now. Back and forth in this one. Oh, my goodness me. My goodness me. Ronda Rousey almost like strangling. Getting strangled, rather, by Rhea Ripley. What on earth? I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I was just saying that you got to do what you got to do. They're going to do whatever they have to do to win here. And we're seeing just that. We're seeing just that here. That is one of the most sadistic moves I've ever seen. Not just from Rhea Ripley, but in professional wrestling alone. Oh my goodness, she's going to it again. She's trying to choke out Ronda Rousey. It's all legal, folks. It is as legal as a headlock. There are no rules in this one. The only rule is the only way to win is to, again, incapacitate your opponent for the 10 count. She can do it all night long. And it won't count against her. Rhea Ripley is really feeling herself right now, folks. She's leading the offensive side here across the board. Uh-oh. Ronda Rousey back to her feet. And no, big knee there, big counter from Ronda Rousey. Here we go, has Rhea Ripley up and slamming her right down to the ringside area. She's going to break the count. Yeah, in a lot of ways, this doesn't matter about the count. It's a rule. It's what Jessica Carr has to do is make the count each time someone is taken down to the canvas, as long as she's able to get there in time, of course. Or not just canvas, but ringside area as well. But you're not going to see them go for the count every single time. They're going to break the count a lot. This is more than just a win. This is very personal. Rhea Ripley, of course, assaulting Ronda Rousey. And then Ronda Rousey assaulting Rhea Ripley's best friend and Raquel Gonzalez. In the Performance Center, might I add. It's very personal. It does not get much personal in this one, folks. It started as something that was more so to make history and to really give Ronda Rousey what she wanted, is that big spotlight. And it's really just dwindled down into an all-out blood war. And that's exactly what's going to be here. Roundhouse kick, dropping Rhea Ripley here, and going to wisely roll to the outside, going to catch her breather, as Ronda Rousey is doing just that as well. Rousey now to the outside here. Rhea Ripley fighting her time into a big clothesline. Going to bring Rousey back to her feet here. Kick there to the midsection. Once again, Rhea Ripley has Ronda Rousey in powerbomb position. Oh my goodness me. No. Oh my. Right on the apron. Oh my goodness me. Right into the LED apron. Los Angeles, the Staples Center is loving it. If you haven't found something to enjoy in not just this match, but Evolution in alone, then I think you really need to check your pulse. Make sure you are breathing. Make sure you are a professional wrestling fan, because if you haven't enjoyed at least 1 ounce of the action here tonight, then again, I don't think you're a professional wrestling fan. And oh my goodness me, the strength of Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley dominating Ronda Rousey right now, folks. She's got that table in hand. She's going to lean it into the corner here now. As now Rhea Ripley going to bring Rousey to her feet here. Rhea Ripley going to send Rousey into the corner. On the table. Rhea Ripley now. Oh my goodness me! Right through the wood table. Sending Ronda Rousey right through the table. Goodness me, at one point I thought they were going to go through the announce table. But instead they go through a wood table in the ring. Look at that table, absolutely shattered. It is absolutely shattered as Ronda Rousey letting the count go. Is this going to be it? But no. Ronda Rousey is back to her feet. Rhea Ripley rather waiting on the count. But Rousey back to her feet, and just like that, Rhea Ripley going to send Rousey to the outside like yesterday's garbage. Ripley now bringing Rousey back to her feet here. Come on, right into the barricade. Oh, big counter there by Ronda Rousey. Back and forth, counter for counter. That's been the story all match long, and once again into the barricade. Rousey now, oh my, sending Rhea Ripley spine first into the barricade. Oh my, once again into the barricade here. Ronda Rousey not holding any punches here, folks. Not holding anything back. But neither is Rhea Ripley. The momentum has been shifting all match long. One moment it's in the favor of Rhea Ripley. Next moment is in the favor of Ronda Rousey. Once again, Ronda Rousey muscling up Ripley there with the Rowdy Buster. What's Ronda Rousey doing here? Oh my. Rousey with a steel chair in hand, folks. She has a steel chair in hand. Circling the ring now like a great white shark looking for blood. We're at 7. And oh my goodness, just like that. Ronda Rousey breaks the count here with some steel chair shots. Jessica Carter trying to get the count in. She cannot do so. Ronda Rousey is not allowing it. Here we go, teeing off now on Rhea Ripley. Oh my goodness me. Fury of punches here to the nightmare Rhea Ripley. Once again, Ronda Rousey with that steel chair in hand. Oh, no. For all that's holy, don't do it, Ronda. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, my goodness me. Stomping on the skull of Rhea Ripley. Right on that steel chair, and yet again, another steel chair shot. She is not holding anything back in this one, folks. She is not holding anything back at all. No pun intended, but she really is unleashing her brutality here on Rhea Ripley. Ronda Rousey now breaking the count, bringing Ripley back to her feet. Ronda Rousey, oh my! Sending Rhea Ripley's skull first into the steel chair. Ripley's done for, folks. I don't care what you say. She is done. Rhea Ripley's down and out. Ronda Rousey is going to retain the Raw Women's Championship title here in your main event. Los Angeles has come unglued. Staples Center is off their seats, folks. They're on their feet for this one. We're at 8. Oh my. Somehow, some way, Rhea Ripley gets back to her feet. And oh my. She still has some gas left in the tank, but how much is the question? How much longer can these two keep going at it? The count keeps getting longer and longer when these two women allow for Jessica Carter to make the count. Staring each other down, and a big kick there from Rousey. My goodness. Counter for counter, folks. Fireman's carry there by Rhea Ripley. Keep in mind, this is the main event of Evolution. First ever last woman standing match for the Raw Women's Championship title. Ronda Rousey, the champion. Rhea Ripley, the challenger. Fury of punches here. And you hear the echoes of the count all throughout the Staples Center. And Rhea Ripley, leg trip mounted punches here to Rousey. Bringing the fight here to the UFC legend. And yet again, the fury of punches from Rousey to Ronda, or from Ripley to Ronda Rousey. Numerous botches. You'll have to excuse me. Once again, this match is just absolute chaos. Action all over the place. There's a big kick there from Rhea Ripley to Rousey. My goodness me. Not letting up. This is where she's got to keep it up. She's got to keep on it. Keep that momentum in her favor. Because if she just gives Ronda Rousey just the slightest bit of room to breathe, it could cost her. Oh my, just like that. Just like that, Ronda Rousey takes advantage. Takes back control of this one. Because now Rousey has Ripley perhaps where she wants her. Big knee there to Ripley. And oh my, another knee there. And Rousey yet again another knee strike. What a brutal match, folks. All for the right to be called the Raw Women's Champion. And to be remembered as the first winner of the first ever main event of the first ever all-women's pay-per-view. We've witnessed history all night long. And we just have one final bit of history to witness. Who is going to win your main event? Rhea Ripley is in deep, deep trouble here as Jessica Khan makes a count. Oh, she's getting back to her feet, though. Oh, my. And Ronda Rousey realizes it. She realizes that just like that, Rhea Ripley's back to her feet, and Rhea Ripley's going to give her room. She says, bring it. Get back in the ring. Bring those steel steps. Do what you got to do. Let's do it. Let's put an end to this match. Let's prove who the most dominant woman is. Let's prove who's going to be at the forefront and control this women's division. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Back and forth now. Back and forth strikes between Rhea Ripley and Ronda Rousey. Raw Women's title hangs in the balance. First ever last women's standing match. Oh my goodness me. Oh my, on that broken table. German suplex right on to the broken table as Rhea Ripley once again. Oh my. There's Miss Money in the Bank. Bianca Belair gonna watch it. Oh my goodness me, as you see through the monitor. Rhea Ripley just powerbombed Rousey right on the steel steps. My goodness me. Ripley is good. Oh my goodness me, the riptide under the steel steps. Rhea Ripley just connected with the riptide under the steel steps. Ronda Rousey is not moving. Ronda Rousey is done for. Ronda Rousey is done for, folks. The newcomer Rhea Ripley is about to make history. Can Ronda do it? Can she make it at the last seconds? No, she cannot. Rhea Ripley is your winner. And she is your brand new Raw Women's Champion right there at the beginning of the end. My goodness me, folks. Just like that, Rhea Ripley has cemented her name in history forever. She will be the last name that people think about when they think of the first ever all-women's pay-per-view Evolution. And now Rhea Ripley is the spearhead, the figurehead. She's going to be spearing this women's division into the new era as your Raw Women's Champion. My goodness me. The power that Rhea Ripley now has on her side is absolutely incredible. What a night. What a pay-per-view. What an event such as Evolution. Rhea Ripley, the last name that you'll be thinking about. My goodness me, folks. That's former Raw Women's Champion Asuka. The Empress is back. We haven't seen Asuka since WrestleMania when she lost the title to Ronda Rousey. Oh, making it very clear, right to the punch. She wants Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam, but does, oh yes she does. Rhea Ripley has accepted, just like that. At SummerSlam, it will be Asuka, Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's Championship.